Now, yesterday, I have given the introduction about what is React.js, right? Yeah. So tell me just some brief refreshment about this concept. You tell me what is React.js?
JavaScript library, sir, is a part of JavaScript library. It supports all required. Sir?
It's not a partner.
Yes, sir. It's not a part, but it is a JavaScript library also, sir.
Yes. React.js is nothing but the library of JavaScript. This React.js we are using to implement. Yes. Browser related functionalities, right?
Yes, sir. I have doubts. jQuery can be used inside the React.js, sir.
Yeah, jQuery is also one of the libraries of JavaScript. Okay, so just like React.js, jQuery is also one of the libraries of JavaScript. But the thing is here, so the differences between JavaScript and jQuery, nothing but jQuery is not supporting single page application. Okay, got it. And jQuery is not supporting that concept. What is that? Data binding. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And jQuery is not providing virtual DOM. Like that, many concepts are not there in jQuery compared with this React.js. Okay, so yesterday I told you the features. Yeah, so React.js supports single page application. Okay. Next one, it supports data binding. Okay, and it supports a Redux store. Okay, like that for cross mobile applications we are using. Yeah, which technology we are using for mobile application development, that cross mobile application development. Yes.
Native, sir.
React Native. So like that, these are all the additional features which we have in this React.js. Yeah. So that's the main purpose of this. And the next one, React is very faster than JavaScript. In performance point of view, React is very, very fast than JavaScript. Yes. So like that, these are the main faster than JavaScript as well as jQuery also. Okay, jQuery, JavaScript. One straightforward point, okay, I can say to you, what is that? jQuery is good for, okay, jQuery is good for animations point of view. For animations, everything, it is good. But in functional point of view, it is not providing that much many features which we have in this React.js. That's the difference here. You understand my point, I guess, right? Now, who implemented this React.js? Tell me. Who implemented React.js?
Jordan Walkie, sir.
Jordan Walkie. Yes. Yeah. Jordan Walkie implemented this one. And in which year he implemented this? In 2013. Okay, the year. Now, if you take this React.js, the main goal or reason, okay, for this implementation is nothing but, okay, they wanted, yes, work with chat application. Yes, they wanted to work with chat application. For this chat application, they implemented this one. Okay. So in that point of it, they worked on this concept. But later on, they added many more features. Okay, yeah. Later they added many more features. Okay. And they released this React as the public edition. Once they released as the public edition, then everyone started working on this concept. So they use it there in their applications. Okay, yes. So that's the concept of this. Is clear? Okay. So now to work with this React.js, what the basic thing we required? Okay, that is JavaScript. Complete idea on the JavaScript, because here this is the library of JavaScript I told you. Okay, so library means compulsory. Okay, yes, we need to use that basic technology. Got it. We need to use that basic technology. So what is the basic technology for this React.js? Nothing but JavaScript. Is this clear? Okay. So that's why compulsory we should have idea on this JavaScript concept. So in JavaScript, advanced JavaScript is very important. So advanced JavaScript. So that advanced JavaScript we are discussing now. Okay. So the prerequisite is to learn this React.js. Okay, is nothing but JavaScript is the prerequisite is to learn this React.js. Okay. So that too in the JavaScript point of view. Okay. So advanced JavaScript is required for us. Is this clear? Yes. So that concept we are discussing now. Okay. Fine. So first of all, what is JavaScript? So what are the points we are discussing here with JavaScript? Okay, those all points. Okay, those all points. Okay, same in React.js. Is it clear? Yeah. With JavaScript, what are the points we're discussing here? Okay, those all points are same as in React.js. Okay, fine. Now the thing is, JavaScript, is it client-side script or server-side script? Tell me.
Client side, sir. It is executed in browser.
Yes. JavaScript is client-side script. Okay. And that JavaScript where it is executing. Yes. It is executing in browser. Okay. Yes, fine. So JavaScript is open source client side executes in browser. Okay. Yeah. So once again, if you observe here, JavaScript is nothing but open source client side script executes in browser. So it is implemented by, do you know who implemented? So which corporation? So here,
Netscape, sir.
each is the developer, and here Netscape Corporation. So actually in 1995 only it is introduced. So in which year? 1995. So once again, if you observe here, JavaScript is an open source client-side script executes in browser. Okay, and it is implemented by Netscape Corporation. Okay, and what is the original name of JavaScript? Is it JavaScript itself? No, it is LiveScript. Mainly the original name is LiveScript. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So like that, the original name of JavaScript is LiveScript, and it is implemented by Netscape Corporation, and in which year? So 1995. Okay, fine. Now, is there any relationship between Java and JavaScript?
No, sir.
There is no relationship between Java and JavaScript here. So here Java is the product of Sun Microsystems and JavaScript is the product of Netscape Corporation. Without idea on the JavaScript, so not possible to work with the React.js. That is common thing. Okay. Yes. Next one. JavaScript is loosely typed script. Yes, what is this? It is loosely typed script. Yeah. What is the meaning of loosely typed script? Not supporting any data types. Okay, yeah. At the time of variable declarations, got it. At the time of variable declarations, it is not supporting any data types. So that's why we're calling it as loosely typed script. So generally in other languages, if you take here, we are using string, okay, integer, like that. These are different types of data types we are using, but not required in JavaScript because it is loosely typed script. Okay. So where and let is there. Okay. Yeah. You can find out where and let. So this where and let you may feel as data types, but don't feel. Where and let, if you take here, these are scopes to the variables. Where is function scope, let is block scope, like that. Is clear? Yeah. So once again, if you observe this one, so we have where as well as let. So what is where? Function scope, let is block scope. So in this point of view, definitely will get the doubt, what is function scope, what is block scope, okay? Don't worry about that concept. I will discuss with you later. Okay, that's why don't consider where and let as data types. Okay, those are not at all data types. Okay, yes. Next one, JavaScript is case sensitive. So what is the concept of this case sensitive? Supports those specific cases. Okay. So for example, functions if we take in JavaScript. So some words are uppercase and some letters. Some letters are uppercase and some letters are lowercase. I mean some characters. Okay, you need to follow those particular cases. Is this clear? Yes. Next one. It is camel case. Okay. Yeah. So every word first character should be capital letter, but not first word. Okay. So mostly functions are in the camel case only. For example, get element by ID. E is capital letter, B is capital letter, I is capital letter, like that. Yes. Yeah. So like that, every word first character is caps. Is this clear? Yes. Like. Next one. JavaScript executes with the help of browser. Okay. Every browser provides engine to run JavaScript. Okay. So here, what the engine we are using for the JavaScript? Okay. So that engine means here V8 engine like that. Okay. So Chrome V8 version 8 engine, like the different types of engines are available. So every browser is supporting these engines. Okay, means in every browser we have engines to run the JavaScript code. That's the meaning of the statement which I'm planning to say. Is it clear? Yes. So these engines are very, very important to work with this browser functionalities. Okay. So here, every browser default client side script is JavaScript. Yes. So every browser default client side script is JavaScript. So JavaScript is the default client side script of all browsers. Is it clear? Yes. All browsers executes, okay, the JavaScript. That's why no need to worry about this browser functionalities and other things. Okay, yes. So here, the main advantage is every browser contains engines to run the JavaScript. Every browser default client side script is JavaScript. Okay. Yes. Next one, JavaScript is providing many objects. Yeah. Actually, JavaScript is object-based programming. So what is the meaning of object-based programming? Yes, meaning is nothing but it is providing many objects. Is this clear? Yes. It is providing many objects. Got it? Yeah. So we are working with these objects now. So primary object is window, and inside this window object we have other objects like document, history, etc., etc. These are different types of objects which we have. Okay, yes. So like that, JavaScript is providing many objects here. Okay, fine. So next one here, JavaScript is Yes. Follow JavaScript follows the standards of JavaScript. So we will discuss about, okay, we will discuss about the standards of ECMAScript here. Okay. So now if we take the JavaScript follows the standards of ECMAScript. Next, JavaScript. Okay. Supports database connections. Yes, in JavaScript we can write the database connections, but the thing is, if you execute statements related to database, those statements are executing in browser. Means you can connect with the browser database, but not server database. You understand this point, I guess. Okay, yes. So in JavaScript, one object is available. I told you it is providing different types of objects now. Yes. So one object is available in JavaScript, that is nothing but ActiveX object. Okay. This object supports that data types. Okay, yeah. So like that, this is the concept. Okay, fine. Got it. Yeah. Using script tag, we can declare JavaScript. So once again, I'm telling to you, for this, okay, React, JavaScript is very, very important for us. Okay. Yeah. For this React, JavaScript is very, very important. First, we need to work with JavaScript. Okay. After then only we are working with that React. Got it. So first we need to work with the JavaScript. So later we are working with React. Okay, fine. Now here using script tag, we can declare the JavaScript. Now how to declare JavaScript and what the locations we have for this declaration, and here what are the objects we have in the JavaScript, what the closure, what is lexical scope. Okay, next one, what is, okay, object oriented programming. JavaScript is not complete object oriented programming, but partially it is supporting some OOPS concepts. And the JavaScript comes under fully object-based programming, but it is not object-oriented programming. Is it clear? Yes. Got it.
Sir, what is object-based programming, sir?
Object-based means, okay, so everything is available in the form of object, okay, but not supporting oriented concepts. Like objects are available, but the thing is, okay, so object related information means, for example, interfaces, if we take here, okay, These interfaces are not available.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have one doubt, sir. How JavaScript support database connection, sir?
Yeah, so here ActiveX object is there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Whether it is directly connect with MySQL like that, sir?
Yeah, any database we can connect, but the thing is that database related to client system only, because the JavaScript comes under client side script or server side script. Yes, comes under client side script. That's why it can connect with the client database, not the server database.
Client database means what's
Yeah.
like cookies like that?
No. Who is accessing our application? For example, Gmail is there. You are accessing the Gmail. Now you becomes as client, right? So with your database, it will try to connect. For example, if Gmail contains any JavaScript code to connect with the database, everything. So that is connecting, that is trying to connect with your client database. Got this?
Sir, if any changes I done in client side database, it is reflected in server side database, sir.
No, it will not reflect. It will not reflect on server side database, and moreover, so in our websites we don't have any requirement to connect with the client database, first point. Okay, so that's why mostly database interaction concepts we're avoiding from JavaScript. Okay, in case if we are creating any local application, okay, to run in our server, to connect with the database, that time we can use JavaScript, because that application is running in the same server, then it could access the data from, okay, could be access the data from that server machine. Okay, it can perform the operations in that server machine. Okay, so that's why here mostly we don't work with the database interactions in JavaScript, because always it tries to connect with the client's database. That is the concept. Next.
Okay, sir.
Any more queries we have?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm not from computer science background, sir. Whether I can understand this one, sir.
You are from which background then?
I'm from civil engineering, sir. But I'm working in Django, sir. I joined as a web developer in Django, sir.
You are already working or you are learning?
Working, sir.
Then fine, no? You can understand what the problem then.
Okay. They asked me to learn about React, sir. Now the project is going to be end in Django, so they asked me to work in native. So native mobile application I want to do, sir. But basics was React JS, so I joined in React JS class.
Yeah, compulsory to attend that native. You should have idea on this. React.
Okay,
Must
sir.
know that React. Then only can work with the React native.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I joined with the course, sir, but I did not get the drive access, sir, for the videos.
No, here first of all, you need to work with the payment you done with your payment.
Yes, sir. Today I will complete that one.
All
sir.
of you, just I'm remembering for you. Okay, so done with your payments, all of.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. Next. Any more queries? Yeah. So tomorrow also we have a demo session, and we will spend like this only. So 45 minutes like that. Okay. After that, okay, our timings would be okay 8 to 9, 1 hour session I'm taking.